when your body is filled with sexual hormones, especially when your body is getting sexually matured between 14 to 21, if you do the tyaga of sex, between 14 to 21, renounce sex, I tell you, you will build the best body and mind, and the kind of the natural selection process your DNA will go through, and the kind of a system you will build, oh God, you will have an amazing capacity to receive information, process and make decision. Something called Meda Buddhi gets awakened in your system. Brain develops some most subtle grooves which receives information from multiple direction, processes them and reveals the reality and gives you the decisions. I tell you, celibacy between 14 to 21 is called science of living like God, Brahmacharya. Science of living like God.
The energy which you retain inside you through Brahmacharya is the energy which can create another one life. That powerful energy, if you can take that same energy into your own body and assimilate that same power into your own energy centers, don't think the fluid, the semen, moves towards the chakras and reaches your Sahasrara. No. The energy which produces semen, the energy which produces the female egg, that if it starts moving higher from the Mooladhara to Swadhisthana, the fear of death is destroyed. You know you are living and going to live forever independent of this body.
Brahmacharis are not allowed to earn. They can only beg and live. So they will raise funds by enriching and contributing to the world. Whatever Paramashiva has offered to us, tons of things Paramashiva has offered. Creating a powerful Satya Sankalpa and doing puja and benefiting the Yajamans who are offering puja, who are contributing, donating. So multiple things Paramashiva is offering. Whatever Paramashiva is offering, those religious and spiritual services, Brahmacharis and Brahmacharinis will offer to the world. Through that, they will raise donations and live. People need to be educated little more about Brahmacharya. See, in Hindu tradition, till the age of 21, all of them have been asked to be a Brahmachari. Not that everyone will be successful in celibacy, but that is the time they will discover their gender. Understand, a man who is involved, a man or so whoever, a person who is involved, gets involved in any relationship before 21 will never understand what is his gender, because he is still not fully grown. Gender is not just related to body and physical maturity. It is related to physiology, psychology and the whole being. That is why till 21 a person is asked to be Brahmachari, within himself or herself, discovering, exploring. I tell you, exploring your identity, your gender is 10,000 times more juicy, celebrating than exploring the other body. We need to bring back
the subject of brahmacharya as taught by Sadashiva in the great Agamas. We will bring it back.
To practice brahmacharya, first you have to create a serene mind which does not get agitated. I tell you, I can very clearly say, based on his performance in the work, whether he is a brahmachari or having some holes somewhere, I don't need to watch anybody 24 hours to tell whether he is a brahmachari or not. Just his performance is enough. Please understand, performance is not based on productivity. No. Sometimes there are fellows womanizers, make billions of dollars. That is productivity. That is more like he knows how to technically cheat everybody, how legally to exploit. I am not talking about that. I am talking about performance, means in every action, how he is performing, how he is receiving an instruction, remembering it and expressing it. A brahmachari, the moment you give instruction, it will be recorded inside him like a voice recorder and stay in him how to do, get expressed as it was said. Especially my brahmacharis, if they really live a brahmacharya life, they chant continuously the Guru Mantra. So naturally they will be vibrating with the Guru Mantra. Guru Vak simply enters into their being and works. If you are not serene, you will not be performing. The way the pujari touches the deity, the priest touches the deity, I can tell very clearly about the depth of their devotion. The way the centers keep my photograph, from that I can tell their depth of devotion and commitment. How you touch the deity decides whether you have devotion or not. Serene with oneself, abstaining from apprehensions, having subdued the thoughts, intent on the vow of living like a god, following the vow of celibacy, intensely reflecting on me, live your life devoted to me. Let me define brahmacharya as per the Smriti. Karmana manacha vacha sarvavastu sarvada sarvatra maithunatyago brahmacharyam brachakshate. Brahmacharya is defined as abstinence from sexual intercourse in thought, word and deed in all conditions and places and times. Brahmacharyena tapasa deva mrityum ubagnataha. This is the Atharva Veda's definition. The gods are said to have conquered death by brahmacharya. Tantra speaks about brahmacharya, understand. I'll give you some more references. Jnana Shankalani Tantra. Natapas tapa iti ahuhu brahmacharyam tapottamam urdvaretha bhavet yastu sadevo natu manushaha. The true tapas is brahmacharya, and he who practices it uninterruptedly is divine, not human.